Maryland sports fans, there's only one sports book in the great state of Maryland with over 50 years experience booking bets and supporting customers. Betfred Sportsbook at Longshots is now open and is the only sportsbook in Frederick offering cash betting on football, basketball, world soccer, and more. Visit the Betfred Sportsbook at I-270 and MD-85 in Frederick, right next to Longshots off-track betting. Go to betfredsports.com for more information and your chance to win exclusive merchandise. Must be 21 or older. Play responsibly. For help, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hi, this is Ava.
And this is Raphael. We are WeirdWolves.
And you're listening to Loud Spot with Sebastian.
Oh, no! Oh, boy! Here it comes! The motherfucking Loud Spot! That's right, you're listening to the almighty Hot Zone! Doing the intro to the Loud Spot podcast! You're goddamn right! We're doing intros for podcasts now! And if you don't like it, you can suck the entire circumference of my Wayne Gretzky with the squeals and the drops! P1E goes hard till it pops! Cannonball, don't trust a cop! Johnny Spotswood just don't know when to stop! Yeah! And if you don't like it, you better take your ass up to the snooty box, cause this is the Loud Spot! Okay, see you later!
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Loud Spot. I'm your host, Sebastian Cosby, right out of Oklahoma City. Today we got a very unique band, and I know I say unique band all the time, but literally a unique band from Austin, Texas. It's not the WeirdWolves, it's just WeirdWolves. What's going on, guys?
Hey.
Not much.
And then we got Sam McIntosh here. What's going on, Sam?
It's the Sam McIntosh. Thank you.
So you guys, how long have you two been playing together?
I think two
years,
and a half years.
Yeah, 2 years and something. Yeah, we started back then. I think it was more like of an experiment, an exploration. Like we, so in my other life, I'm making video games. I was a creative director of a game called Prey with Arcane Studios. And but I was also making one of the music, like for the credit score, and it was just at the time where I was going to record vocals, and initially I was going to sing it myself, and eventually, I met and tried that as a first kind of collaboration, and we both liked it. We both found that it was the kind of sound that we both like, and then that song got produced by my audio director at the time, Matt Pearsall, and his artist name is Choose Health.
Okay.
Choose Health is more of a DJ kind of guy, so he's really, really good with making things sound big. And so altogether, that song came up, and that's kind of like, so it ended up in the game, and that's how we started then eventually to play actually really together and start to do things.
So where did you go ahead?
I love video games, so it was like an awesome opportunity for me.
Yeah, so where did you two actually meet?
We met through a mutual friend just who knew that I love video games and that he made them, so they just kind of connected us together.
What's your favorite video game?
Mine? That's a really hard
yeah, it is. Yeah,
It's gonna be my game.
Yeah.
You love this game. I have an Assassin's Creed tattoo, but I don't think that's really my favorite. I love RPGs in general.
Okay.
Like, the Elder Scrolls and The Witcher and all that stuff. So I don't know. I don't really have.
Now, do you game yourself, like stream gaming or anything like that?
No, I don't. I'm
like, who has time for that stuff?
She should, right? I agree. She should.
I think you should. Get an
I
audience.
agree. I think if you're a true gamer and you're good at what you do and you enjoy playing games, I think for the most part you'll be able to attract a lot of attention and actually probably make a good sum of money off of it as well. Just playing video games in your spare time.
I definitely thought
and you
about
just hit record.
Yeah. I thought about stream gaming, but really, I'm not that. I suck. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie and say I'm not good. I'm kind of good. I suck. So
and Sebastian will get mad and break the controller every time. I scored a touchdown. He got mad, broke the controller. Now we can't play anymore, Sebastian.
Well,
good job.
Yep, no problem. On WeirdWolves, you guys wear masks. Is that something that you guys do just for like pictures, or is that like something you guys do in concert, or is it just kind of a fun promotional thing that you guys do?
We've played one concert. Well, I wear a mask, but his mask is like impossible to play in, I think. So
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's really, it's like, actually, we've been wondering, because of course we're still in the phase where we're building ourselves up. It's not like we have like a very established, we have like some a vibe that is kind of established, but even the sound is still evolving, and the looks as well. We're not exactly sure what we're going for. We like the dark aesthetic for sure, and that's something we played with in our old promotions, like the pictures you're probably referring to. But live, it's been interesting to even like figure out exactly what our look should be. It's, I know there's an opportunity there, right? Because it's part of like the image is part of the full package of a band, right. And we haven't quite figured it out yet. But it'd be interesting to consider masks. It's just that they're hard to wear and sing at the same time. And of course, there are examples like Slipknot and all that. But the cool thing with the mask is that you can like be eternal, because then you can replace the musicians and the band stays forever. Nobody knows where that's going.
Well, so you kick out someone in the band and get someone else in the band, and the band is just the two of you. And I noticed, and that's just going to kind of stay the two of you. So is the music, when you guys play it, is it programmed into a machine when you do your live shows? Yeah,
we sometimes have a third musician with us.
Okay.
We as far as like the band goes, we like to just be the two of us, because there's
it's simpler.
When you make decisions, only two people involved. Practicing is very easy this way. It's easier anyway, because we like to practice a lot, and it would be difficult with a band of 6 or 7 people. But when we do play live, we often, not always, but often have a live drummer, Alec Cabrera, his name is. And he's more like a session player.
He's amazing.
Yeah, he's amazing. He learns the songs very quickly, and then he plays just pretty much like a machine, but except that it's a human.
Yeah, we practice like one time before a show, and he's ready to go.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
And the rest is backing tracks. Yeah,
awesome.
So we have like, we play light instruments, like real stuff, and then we have some backing tracks for the electronics.
That's cool. So what's the first song you guys wrote together as a duo?
Well, I guess, Realization was probably that first song where, even though I initially wrote it entirely, Eva still put her own spin on, by her own voice, etc. But after that, what was the next song that we, I can't even remember what was the next one just after that.
Maybe Eyes of Orion?
No.
What Ghost Voices?
Well, that's the one that got released, but like the ones that so I think the next one was actually still on the computer somewhere. We haven't released all our singles, even though we have like about 15 songs. We're still figuring out, we don't want to do the album thing, which is kind of crazy these days. So we do like one single at a time. But I believe it might have been Isolation, frankly, or maybe Last Faith.
Yeah, one of those.
Yeah. So it's it's one of the old songs, but it will eventually come out as a single. We're just like we keeping on coming back on the older songs to make them evolve and reactualize them based on what we learn from what works for us so far. Like those few singles that we've released. There's only been 4 actually. Every time they allow us to evolve our sound a little bit and then revisit our previous songs.
Do you guys plan on getting out and hitting the road a little bit to expand the fan base and do more live performances?
It's kind of hard right now with the pandemic and everything, but I think eventually, yes.
Yeah, that's the goal, right? The goal is to hit the road, maybe get some big tours lined up and make it big, and then just do music because it's a hobby. It's an art form.
Yeah, it is. It is a hobby, and playing live is part of it. It is debatable how, based on who you speak to, you'll have different answers. Some people think, you build up your fan base by touring, and it's true, I'm sure, but it's kind of like a one fan at a time kind of approach. In our case, we are lucky to be able to place some of our musics in some products, like specific to my video games. Okay. And every time we release a music that's attached to a video game, it boosts our our exposure.
That's awesome.
Way more than playing in a bar with 50 people.
Yeah, no, I understand. I'm going to ask Sam a question, but before I ask Sam a question, I want to play Perfect Storm because I like this song. To me, out of the 3 songs you sent me, this to me was like just, I love the sound of it. It sounds great. You got a great voice, Ava, and then also you sing on it, Raphael, a little bit, right? So yeah. Ava does more singing, I think, and then Raphael kind of does some more backup vocals.
Most of the time, yeah.
There are some songs where it's the other way around, yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. This is Perfect Storm by WeirdWolves. Let's check it out right now.
Will you let me in? I really want to. I'll make you feel real in a strange way. It's so easy. Yeah. You're falling, objecting. I'll see through your eyes. Refusing, I'm invading. Let me be you. A perfect storm, a lighter touch reminds the crush. A lonely throne from a mesh of bone. She creates the flesh and fills the soul. You feel real. You see what I see. The beauty of light. Reflection of time. And you wanna stay. And you feel good.
Whimpering, I see through your eyes. We're fusing, I'm invading. May you be me. A perfect storm, a lighter touch reminds the crush. A lonely throne from a mesh of bone. She creates the flesh and fills the soul.
A trusting soul, a bleeding heart, the bleed of time begins to show. The things they say, the things you do. No time to hide, it's time to stay. A trusting soul, a bleeding heart, the bleed of time begins to show. The things they say, the things you do. No time to hide, it's time to see. What a party, it's time to stay. Just stay.
There you go with WeirdWolves and Perfect Storm. I literally, like I told everyone, it was a unique band when we started the podcast at the beginning, and I think I came through. What kind of style would you say your band is? Because I would say it's kind of like a goth, dancey. What's a new word for dance besides dance? There's like another word that I don't know the word, but it's like a goth, like kind of dance, kind of deep, dark, but really cool. What would you say it is?
We have kind of gone with electro goth.
Okay, so goth dancy's right.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I call it. I to me, for some reason, I call it ambient vampire goth. That's kind of what I come into.
Are there a lot of bands? Are there a lot of bands with that style of music? Like, because I don't know. I just got back into the music world, but hearing something like that, I think it's so cool sounding.
Thank you. Yeah, it's always been challenging to define ourselves when people ask. So it's a weird thing, right? People ask you like, "Oh, what genre is it?" So they want to pigeonhole you somewhere, and then if you do it, they say, "Oh yeah, so it's nothing special then." So and the problem is that
you know what I would do? I tell them, hey, it's Taylor Swift music. How about that?
yeah, there you go.
That's
Yeah,
the
and
answer.
it's super hard.
Taylor
Like
Swift.
you want to be a little unique. So then the last thing you wanna if you are unique, then it's super hard to say you are like this genre like as is. So yes, we are a little goth for sure. Sometimes some of our sound is a little rock, but then there's all this electronic that can have a dancey, almost disco vibe to it, which I think is we like it because it brings a little bit of like dance to this darkness, right? Because originally our tunes are pretty dark, and then if you had those beats that drive a little bit the foot tapping, then it's a win.
I kind of consider it's like Evanescence meets Billie Eilish meets Nine Inch Nails.
Which one of the two of you in the band? Which one of you guys in the band? Which one of you two in the band is more picky when it comes to what sounds good? Like, is there one that's like, no, it's not ready yet? He's the more picky one. She's like, it's good. Let's go. It sounds great. And Raphael's like, hold on a second. Hold on. There's this one little beep right there I don't like. We gotta make it a little bit louder.
Not that bad.
No.
Okay, good.
There's she's pretty easygoing, except that sometimes there's like this one thing she really cares for. And
Yeah.
and then
Great, Sebastian. Now we're going to break up a band. You're going to have to fight right here on your show. Because, like, I didn't know you noticed that about the time. Well, I'm telling you. You know what? Forget you. I'm out of here.
Okay, and then, were you done answering that question? I don't know. I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, I mean, I think since I'm more I do more of the producing part, like the recording, etc. I'm more the technology part. So obviously, I have a little bit more of a control on that side. But again, as I said, Eva will drill on something. And then I iterate until we're all happy. But again, just two to be, it's only two people to be pleased here, so it's fairly easy.
It is. And Sam deals with lots of different bands and lots of different, like 4 or 5 people in a band one time. And when I went to Sam, I was like, dude, help me out with my podcast. He was kind of like, I don't do podcasts. And I was like, but I'm just one dude. You got to worry about one guy, just one person. And then Sam's kind of took me under his wing, became the executive producer, and in 2 weeks, week and a half, actually, we made all kinds of changes. So I do want to ask Sam a question that Raphael touched base on earlier. We were talking about touring and gaining fans, and you were kind of like, is it worth it to play at a bar that has 50 people? Sam, what's your take on touring? And do you think that your fan base, you're going to get more fan base from touring, or do you think social media and advertising is a better way?
It is better to build a fan base online by spending money through ads and doing that kind of thing. And then start branching out, playing shows regionally. Don't go crazy. Don't be trying to go east to west and west to east or anything crazy like that. Build that fan base. But then again, these are only clicks. They are not true fans. You don't quite know if they're a true fan until you get out there and you play, and they come walking through the front door. They buy you some merchandise. They tell you how much they love you, and they want to take pictures, and they want to share and stuff like that. That's when they become the actual fan, because they're now actually a part of your life via watching you up on stage. Because a band or an artist has a make or break moment with that person individually on stage. They're either going to like them, or, well, 3 things. Like them, or, they're okay. I still like their music, but they suck live, or something like that. Or they truly do not like them. So that's kind of the make or break moment. And this day and age, you don't need to go out there and and go east to west, west to east. You take that money that you're going to be spending doing that and put it into your advertising, your production, your videos, stuff like that. Get that ball rolling. You know, if you can get into a video game, movie, TV, stuff like that, because that's going to help. So touring, it's a little thing. You're still going to play in front of those 15 people for sometimes, and it's just the way it is. But it's better if you have the time and if you can do this long term. It's better to start out at least your first year pumping money online, because this day and age of trying to get on tours and doing that is not working.
I do want to bring up the fact that, and you already probably knew a lot of this. Ava, your dad, your father, is the guitar player for Depeche Mode, correct?
Yes.
So, yeah, he does keyboarding and backup vocals also, right? Like he's one of the founding members of Depeche Mode.
I say he's the everything. If
Yeah, he's the main songwriter.
Sebastian, he's
composer.
What? Okay,
he's the songwriter.
What-
He's the one that created.
what was it like growing up with your dad going on tours and then you doing your music now? And does he have any push with you guys and what you guys are trying to do, or is it like you got to do it on your own, like we did it? But does he support you guys as well?
Growing up, it was hard. He was gone a lot. I had a really close relationship growing up with him because like music always connected with me, and I pretty much I've always wanted to do this since I can remember. I kind of took a break from it though for a long time because I was afraid of like who my dad is, being a shadow and all that. But then being in this band, he does support us as a band, but he doesn't like put any influence into it or anything like that. So like it's all us, and I mean, of course we attract his fans just from like my last name or whatever, but
I'm amazed he didn't talk you out of it. What are you doing, honey? No, don't do this. Don't do this. You know, my daughter, I was like, look, after right around 15, I was like, you're your own person anyways. So, and now she's in college, and we thought we were going to head down the music path, YouTuber music path, and I said, is this what you really want? Because it's a lot of hard work, and it doesn't always end up the way it's supposed to. So if you want to if this is what you want to do, go for it. But so yeah, I just talked all my out of it.
A lot can be said about a lot of the same can be said about anything that is a little extraordinary, right? Like if you want to be an entrepreneur, if you want to be if you want to run a restaurant, if you play, work in video games, you want to be a YouTuber, influencer, anything that is a little out of the norm is going to be out of extraordinary effort and luck and everything. So you're signing up for pain as soon as you go for like outside of those just like doing school.
That's that's a very good statement, and I know that I'm an entrepreneur, and it does take away a lot from the family. And Sam and I know that we do a lot of stuff that does take away. And so hopefully I do a podcast for the rest of my life, and I get to sit in my house and talk to people and not travel. That'd be kind of cool. Hey, I did see your Facebook video, and I don't know if it was I don't know if it was a concert you guys played or just like a Facebook Live thing, but you guys had some smoke in the background, and that was a super awesome video. So when you guys do your live shows, are they going to be similar to that kind of atmosphere that you want on stage?
Yeah, I mean it's what you see behind there, like the lights and all that. We did spend a lot of effort re-getting that to the level where it is now, and hopefully it's gonna keep growing. But yeah, the lights are synced with Logic Pro, so that to the beats, to the songs themselves. So it's almost like we can play a layer of lights on top of the music. It's another layer of expression. It's another layer of communicating our sound, our vibe to people. So when there's a big kick sound, there's like the flash as well.
Right.
Like the weird mysterious thing, then you go like the brrr, with the red lights or whatever.
That's cool, man.
So yeah, that's a really cool thing, and that's what we bring when we play on stage as well in venues. It's it's a pain in the butt because we have to carry all that and set it up, and you know how venues want you to set up and be done in 15 minutes. They want to set up in 15 minutes and unset up in 15 minutes. Which is more and more impossible with today's more sophisticated
equipment.
setup.
Yeah, absolutely. I do want to ask you a question. I want to give Scott Grayson a shout out for hooking us up together because I know you work out at his CrossFit gym, right? He's in a band called School for the Deaf. Huh? Yo, you used to?
I used to, yeah. I was at this CrossFit gym for 4 years, and then I moved away from the house that I was. I moved to a different house, more south. So then I changed CrossFit gym, but we're still friends. We're still
Good.
Still text and phone.
So I got to tell you something funny. So today I decided I'm going to get back into my circuit training. Like I used to work out, but it wasn't CrossFit. It was like boot camp circuit training, right? Well, I made the mistake of eating a really heavy lunch earlier. Like I'm talking like chicken wings, French fries, like everything I shouldn't eat, right? And then I decided I was going to do my first circuit training as ab day, abs and leg day. I don't recommend anybody do sit-ups or crunches and the mountain climb exercise after eating 18 wings.
Right.
That would be that's a bad idea, Sebastian. You know, the older you get, the more you can make these choices not to do this. It's less failure if you don't do it. Be like, you know what? I don't work out. That's what it is. So I don't have to worry about. But this body, I don't have six pack. I got a cake.
All right, the song you guys have, Eyes of Orion. What is it? That's a kind of a neat name. Normally I don't even ask bands where they get their names from, but I do want to ask you that after we play this song. Eyes of Orion, what's this song about?
Eyes of Orion is this. You know, there's a lot of it's different stories in there which have a common theme of forgiveness and how karma get back at you in some ways that at the end of the day, you know, you got to be good to people because people will be good to you.
That's right. All right, this is Eyes of Orion, Weird Wolves.
Hardened out the smile of shame, the art of faith expose the pain. Your wings will burn as for Icarus, so watch your distance.
There we go with Eyes of Orion by Weird Wolves. What's cool about that song, Ava, is your voice in that is very like melodic sound. It's kind of going in and out of the music. It just makes you kind of want to groove your head to it, you know? Did you write all the lyrics to that yourself, or do you have any influence from Raphael?
Actually, Eyes of Orion is mostly a Raphael song.
Okay, cool. So then he just kind of told you what to say on it, and you just kind of went with it. Your voice is almost mesmerizing in the way it sounds in that song. So, good job with that. So you guys are from two different parts. You guys both are not from Austin, Texas. And Ava, you're originally from Southern California?
Well, technically, I was born in England.
Okay.
Not that far after all. I was in France.
But I moved when I was 5 to Santa Barbara, so that is why I do not have an accent.
Okay, yeah, that would make sense. So you went from England to Santa Barbara, right?
Yep.
And then and how did you end up in Austin?
Well, I hated Santa Barbara, and I actually moved to Colorado first, and I hated the snow. Hated it. I was in Durango. Well, actually, I was like 20 minutes outside of Durango in the middle of nowhere, so that sucked.
Kind of traveling around the United States, seeing what you liked, huh?
Kind of, yeah. And that was when I was kind of avoiding music a little bit and just...
Want to figure yourself out on your own.
Yeah, and I was miserable. And I finally realized that, like, music is the only thing that makes me happy, so...
Good.
I figured Austin was a good place to go.
Yeah, not Oklahoma City. Good thing you did not move here. You'd be miserable if you moved here. And then Raphael's from France originally, I guess, because you just said that.
Yeah, I was born in France from Greek father and Italian mother, but then I moved when I was 20-something. I moved to England for a couple of years, and then came back to France and then moved to Austin. And the reason why I came to Austin was for the company Arcane Studios that I founded in '99, and I opened. I wanted to expand to America, and Austin is one of the 3 major pools of video games in America. So that was the main reason why.
And then now you guys found each other, and boom, Weird Wolves is born.
Yes.
So weird.
There we go. That is such a cool story. I love it. That's what's cool about music, is it brings people together from different backgrounds, different places, different personalities, and different things that you've done in your life. But without music, you guys would not have connected in the way that you do, you know, potentially. And that's what, and the fact that you find someone with such a unique style and within the both of you that like and enjoy the style of music that you're doing, which is very different, is even more hard to find. So you guys found each other. There's a reason you guys found each other. So kudos to that. Hopefully magic happens and you guys like get super big with your gothic techno music. I'll tell you, that's like on the moment thinking. So what game specifically have you been a part of?
So Arx Fatalis, Dark Messiah of Might and Magic, Dishonored, Prey, and Bioshock 2 as a co-developer. So I was not this one. I was not directing it. And now Weird West.
That's cool, man. Honestly, I don't know anything about it. I play PUBG sometimes, and I'm not very good at it. My team always yells at me, and like, just die already, man. You're not helping anybody out. I'm like, fine, I'll just die.
So mean.
I got some mean players that play with me. No, they like it. They're actually mad. I don't play anymore since I started the podcast. I'm like, I don't have time to. I go to work, or I do a podcast, and then and Sam and I are doing all kinds of stuff in the backgrounds. Outside of that, Realization. How long ago did you guys write this song?
So that's the song that we did for Prey, for an extension of Prey, where that's how we met.
Okay. And before I play this song, I did say I was going to ask how you got your band's name. Normally it's like a band's name. It's like whatever, you just came up with it. Maybe your management team came up with it for you. It means absolutely nothing. But Weird Wolves is definitely a unique name. that I think we should, and maybe it's just like you saw a wolf one day and you guys were stoned and Weird Wolf, I don't know. How'd you come up with the Weird Wolves?
The name came because we're both weird and we both really like wolves.
Okay, there you go. That's like both your favorite animals?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we both somehow. Like if you look at my handlers' names in whether it's on Tinder or whether it's on anything. There's always something wolf in there. My latest company, Wolfi. There's this, and my private consulting company is Chill Wolves. There's always a wolf somewhere. So, it's the same for her. She identified with that.
I have a wolf hybrid as a.
Oh, cool. Those are. I know some people that raise wolves in Oklahoma. And they're really, if you train them well, they're really good pets to have. But Raphael, what is your Tinder handle?
No, I'm not gonna say that.
Come on, say it. You're always on Tinder because you want to find a girlfriend. You're trying to find that special someone. You might find it on the podcast.
Sebastian's on Grindr, so.
Hey,
Sorry, we can't meet. But we can do more.
we can do a pod. We can do a podcast still. All right, Realization. We're gonna play this song right now. This is Weird Wolves, and I love you guys. Here we go.
Now I found my way to hell. I'm down the well, it's what I get. I'm going down. You can stay up. You lift your cups and think of me. So sad when a man never sees his kind. It's not my time. I'm going down. And I realize, could I be a liar? Could I be a killer? And I can't get out. Could I be a winner? And it doesn't matter.
There we go. Realization, Weird Wolves. You guys have been great to have on the podcast. Absolutely fantastic music. I hope you guys grow. I think you guys will find you guys already have a niche audience, and I see that with your Facebook posts. You get a lot of people liking it, things like that. Do you guys have a website?
Yeah.
And what is that website?
Just weirdwolves.com.
Easy enough. Is there any shout outs to any bands that you want to give to, whether local or just bands that you've played with or bands that you know?
Battle tapes.
Okay. Is that it?
On my end, there's so battle tapes, absolutely, but also there's Choose Health. Choose Health, the guy that produced a few songs for us, is a really good friend, and is more into electronic music, DJing kind of thing, but he's really very talented.
My sister's band.
Oh, what's that? What's it called?
Slooshy.
Slooshy? Clockwork? What? Okay, what's your sister's name?
Viva.
Viva, and her band's name is Clockwork Orange?
No, it's Slooshy.
No,
The name
Slooshy.
is from that movie.
You got a it's freaking thing in the background, but you don't know who Clockwork Orange is?
No, apparently I don't.
Oh, it's a cult movie.
I don't know. Dude, I don't know a lot of things, okay? People are surprised. I don't know a lot of things about a lot of things. I just kind of like go through life halfway listening to people and halfway like thinking about other things, like all the time.
Yeah, I mean, we all do that. There's tons of things where suddenly I realized that I didn't know that thing that everybody knows. Oh shit.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I know, man. I'm the same exact way, dude. I don't know. I'm ADD or something. I don't know what's going on. But all right, I don't want you.
Drinks box wine, for example. I mean, that's the thing. So
that's where my memory's going.
His fine taste. It's just your refined taste in wine comes in a box.
Yeah. Amen, though, to that. Amen to that. All right. I want to thank you guys for being on the podcast. I don't want you guys to go anywhere just yet, but I do want to thank all of our listeners that listen to The Loud Spot with Sebastian. Please check out our YouTube. We are almost done with the website. A little bit, right, Sam? All right. We're going to have some merchandise on there. Huh?
I said I'm more working on the Instagram right now at this moment because we got to go live tomorrow, so I want it to look nice.
Yes, and Sam is in charge of my Instagram, so if I post anything on Instagram, it is not me. It is Sam that's doing it for me. Thank you, bud. I didn't want to do it anyways. and then go check out our page on Facebook, The Loud Spot with Sebastian. We also have The Loud Spot Fans, which is a group. So we look forward to an awesome end of January, starting in February. Lots of changes, actually starting now, lots of changes to the podcast. So thank you, everyone. We'll talk to you soon. Good night.
This is the Loud Spot outro by Nothing Short of Tragic. Is this all talk with no action? No. Is this my thoughts with distraction? No. Is this what I bought that's in fashion? Or is this the Loud Spot with Sebastian? Yes. Does Nothing Short of Tragic have his back again? Yes. Does everything that's good really have to end? Yes. A pin post has to pin show, so to get more episodes, make an order, this is over.